Yo, what's going on today, guys? Sam, better known as Samito, and I'm here with the man Light. Plays for FlyQuest. Light, introduce yourself yet again. We go way back to our old Triumph days and contenders.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
long
back
time.
in Overwatch 1 and Goats meta. Yeah.
Good times,
Yeah,
dude.
like Sam said, I'm Light, current pro player for FlyQuest, and I hope you guys enjoy some of the insights that we're gonna bring y'all for this tier list.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude. Honestly, season 2 has been much better than I expected. Way better than season 1. Thank
Yeah.
God. A lot of big shifts here. Some new characters and S tier guys. So get ready for that. Let's just head straight into it here. So we'll start with Adam, dude. I think Adam's way worse than he was. If I'm that Soul Bond nerf was huge, but where do you rank him at then? That team up, is the team up still in the game? I don't think it is, right? It definitely is.
Um,
Is the Adam team
I
up?
think he's yeah. The
Yeah.
Guardian Revival team is
Yeah,
still in
yeah.
the game. Now, the only thing they nerfed was his Link, and I talked to Zealous, who is our Adam player, and he was telling me that most of the time that nerf doesn't matter because you're only getting one Link per fight anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And then they changed his ult as well to where it's
Oh, they
less
did.
effective on squishies but more effective on tanks. But that doesn't really matter either because if you're playing Adam correctly, you're hiding and then you're ulting, and then if you're in a good spot, the enemy team won't have enough time to contest you before everybody's full healed anyways, or at least out of lethal range. So
Mm-hmm.
I think both of the nerfs were, I don't want to say inconsequential because they will matter in some situations. But I think that his strength is relatively the same. Like if you still have Starlord and you still have Mantis and
That
you
team
still have
up is
Adam on
still
the same
nasty.
team, it's still the best team up in the game for sure. So I would still put Adam under coordinated play and like high A, maybe low S.
I
But
think
for
I'll put him
ranked,
at
he's
A.
probably B.
I'd say B
Ranked,
in ranked. I haven't seen many
yeah,
Adams get value, but we'll put him in A just because I think that's probably closer to his true value, right? But for you average players out there, I think that you need to build a comp around this guy. I barely saw him at all today, barely, and they aren't efficient with their cooldowns either. They won't save their cooldowns; they'll waste them all the time. So that longer cooldown, I think, is going to hurt lower end players much more than high. I think he's still solid, but again, you've got to get to the places where you can build the comp around them to really get that value. Oh
yeah,
boy,
for sure.
this will be fun. Black Panther. Where are you putting Panther? Do you need to see my screen,
I
by
should
the way?
just,
Hold on. Let me show you my screen.
yeah, sure.
Let me, oopsie daisies. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Where would you put, I still think he's donkey doo-doo.
He's still, yeah, donkey. Yeah, he's just horrible. He's just arguably the worst DPS in the game, especially after Scarlet got this team up and Mr. F got all those buffs too.
I put him in Tickle Monster tier. How's that?
Yeah. We haven't gone through all of them, but I think he might be the worst DPS in the game.
He might be. We'll get to him. We'll order
Yeah.
these towards the end. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
Panther, he's just, again, he just doesn't, his resources and his ability to go in are so finite. Obviously, if people are isolated, you can go for kill combos and stuff. He's just not efficient to play. And if you want to pick good characters in this game, the best heroes are always the most consistent heroes, almost always.
And
he's
he's
just
hard
so
to
hard.
play too.
He's so difficult.
That's like the problem. It's
Yeah.
like it's not like Scarlet where she's bad but easy to play. Like he's very hard to play and is also bad.
2 for 1 special, we call that. But
Yeah,
we'll leave him there. D tier, Tickle
Yeah.
Monster tier, Black Panther. He might be on his own because we do have some cool, exciting buffs coming in other characters. All right. I still think Black Widow is at lowest B tier. At lowest B tier.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think I'll
Like,
keep her in
she's-
B, but where would you put her?
I think B is fine. Yeah, I think for most players she's gonna be B. Even if you're bad at her, she just exudes so much pressure just for
Yeah.
being on the map, and it's like every character that you think that can 1v1 her is gonna have a hard time because that kick and that stun, and they just buffed it too to where she can shoot faster
Out of
after
it.
she stuns you.
Yeah.
So
Gotta be B tier.
I mean-
If anywhere, she's higher, I think. If anywhere.
if your name is Poise
Oh, God.
or Pearl X or any of the other Widow one tricks on ladder, she's definitely A tier, 100%. Give her a Mantis on Clentar, she's S tier.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. The good widows, she's A tier, but for average players, I'd say B tier for sure. Now
Yeah,
this will be
yeah.
fun. So where are you gonna put Hulk post his changes? I think he's very solid, and that team up with Namor, I think that actually makes him better, if that makes sense. I know he lost it with Strange, but I don't know. I see him banned fairly not as much as season 0, but still, I think he's solid. Maybe B or A tier. I don't think he's S though. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I think Hulk is tricky. Hulk is he's got to be A tier because last time I think we ranked him B, and I think he's low A just because of his buffs alone. But he still has the same problems where he's really hard to play, and he kind of just dies.
He's
Like
much more
if you just
killable than
shoot
some of the
him,
other tanks. Yeah.
yeah, you just shoot him and then he's just gone, and all the
And
other
you want to know what
meta
else?
DPS just shred him. Yeah, what's up?
Dude, have you ever played Iron Fist into Hulk?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolute
I mean,
domination.
yeah. I
So
mean,
much
he just can't
damage. He
play the
can't
game.
ult. He
Yeah,
can't
he just
ult.
can't
He
play.
cannot ult. If Hulk ults, I'm popping my ult and I am destroying him. He can't do
Yeah,
anything.
he just can't play. Yeah.
So he just can't play the game.
And then you just block, like you just react with your block to his clap, and it's guaranteed
Indeed.
full shields for you too.
Yep,
So
yep. So like a lot of counters though, but he's still solid. Like a great enabler for Iron Man as well as Namor now with the team up
yeah,
going from Luna to Namor.
yeah,
Okay.
100%.
So Cap. I've seen a lot more Cap. He's so tanky. He is so tanky. But I think the problem that you had with him last time was that he couldn't actually get anything done. Like, I don't know where to rank Cap, to be honest with you.
Okay, yeah, Cap is tricky. Like I've seen a lot of different sentiments about Cap. A lot of my teammates think he's really, really good. I don't know if he's good in pro play yet. We haven't tried him, and I haven't seen anybody try him. But in ranked, I think it'd be disingenuous to put him lower than B tier.
I was gonna say B tier as well.
I think he has to be at least B tier.
He's not like for how much survivability he has. He's not like you can't rank a hero that can survive that long like in the trash tier because that is value. It might not be hard carry, and there are quite a few Caps getting enormous value, and he's hard as hell to kill, man. I can't kill the guy.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. Cap, I think.
Who knows?
Give it a couple of weeks when we do this tier list again towards the end of the mid-season. We'll have like a pretty good idea of where he stands. But for now, I think B tier is fine for him. But he could go up or down just depending on how everybody settles.
Yeah, it could go up or down. I think B is an appropriate rating for the interim.
Yeah.
Now, Cloak and Dagger. I'd have to think about this. I mean, I really don't think they're that great anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the change that she had where she can like all of her fields last the same duration, because before it would be you dash 4 times and then each of them would have their own individual
away,
timer
yeah.
of 8 seconds. But now all of them wear off after the last one wears off. So technically, like
it's a buff,
the first one lasts the longest because it comes out first, right?
Yeah.
So with that change, I think that moves her from D to C, but like we're talking bottom C. And the reason is because Magneto is still
hard counters.
probably the best tank, if not the second best tank.
Mhm.
Hard counters her. And Hawkeye being way better.
Dude, Hawkeye, I cannot wait to
Hawkeye just-
Hawkeye.
yeah,
we'll get to him in 2 turns. We'll get to Hawkeye in 2 turns. But I agree with you on Cloak. Like, not like a very solid starter hero in the metal ranks. Like, but Cloak is
Yeah.
like the Scarlet Witch of supports. She does have utility, or they do have utility. Like you can fade your team, all this stuff. But I think the other supports just do it a little bit easier, and they aren't conditional. Like if your teammates shoot, they're out of it. You know?
Yeah, even Rocket Punisher just hard counters her, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Punisher and like Torch and stuff like that because just how good Rocket is. And if you just Punisher ult and Rocket ult when Cloak ult, she just dies. Like the cast just ends and she's just dead.
Yeah.
There's just nothing more iconic than Cloak and Dagger dying out of her ult.
It's
And
very
that's the
funny.
problem.
It's very funny.
Like-
I'm not complaining. When Cloak was meta and really good, the game was terrible. So it actually was awful season 1. So that's where Cloak and Dagger should be. All right, now this will be a cool one. Doctor Strange. He's definitely worse in my opinion, but he's not bad.
100%.
I don't think he's bad. Like I think he's like A or B tier. I'm not sure.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I think right now, if I see a Lord Cap on my team, I'd rather see that than a Strange.
I'm putting him in B tier. I watched so many Stranges explode. And he lost his team up with Hulk too. He just explodes. He's still solid, but he's not terrible. But he's definitely not Magneto. Nowhere close
Well,
to
his problem, okay, so if other things were better in this game, he would be better. But Strange's problem is his shield is finite, unlike Magneto's. Like, he can't survive Rocket Punisher.
Or
he
Hawkeye
can't survive
Hawkeye ult now.
Hawkeye,
I ripped the Strange in half today. Ripped him in half. And I literally said out loud, I said, "Oh my god, nasty."
He just gets shredded by high damage comps, and he can't get in range to do his burst. And then even if you do, your ult doesn't kill through Trank anymore. And that is such a massive nerf to Strange.
Which ult?
His Agamotto.
Which ult are you talking? Like, which ult is Trank?
All of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So sorry, Trank is
it's
just
a reference to Overwatch. You know, it's like this Zenyatta ult in Overwatch made like 300 healing per second or something like that. So like you get it.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is every defensive ult being Mantis, Invisible Woman, Luna, Cloak and Dagger, like all of them before, if Strange ulted, the damage from the burst would hit twice, and it's amplified. It would hit like the person and their soul, and the damage is also amplified.
Mhm.
So you could just kill someone 100 to 0 if you had 100 charge, but you can't do that anymore.
Interesting. Good to know. So the damage nerfs really didn't matter. That's a huge
Yeah,
breakpoint changer for him because
a massive
why is
breakpoint.
Mag the best tank in the game? We'll get to Magneto, no surprise here, is that his ult can pierce the support ults. And really, what this
Exactly.
game comes down to a lot is which heroes can kill through support ults and which ones can't, because that's usually how Rivals goes. All right. Groot. I still think Groot is insane. Like, I still think Groot is
the best tank in the
so good. I'm putting him S tier, undoubtedly.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I just can't believe that he just didn't get nerfed. It's kind of like them buffing Hela.
yeah, I think average players struggle. Like, he has a learning curve to him, and not everyone's just going to pick him up and instantly get enormous value. But when you do, holy shit, a perfect setup can enable killing through support ults, like insane survivability, like the damage from walls are nasty, like Groot, man. I think he's so fucking good. I don't even think there's a conversation there. And the next do you even want to say anything about Groot, or just he's broken? He's just OP. Just insane.
Yeah, he's just OP.
He's just OP. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. Hawkeye, dude. To me, though, the ult buff to Hawkeye, S tier, bro. He's fucking nasty. Am I crazy? Like, in ranked at least, dude, the shit I was doing on Hawkeye today with my ult is almost guaranteed to be lethal now. Like, Strange ripped him. Insane.
Yeah, I think Hawkeye is minimum A tier. You could argue for S. I don't think he's S personally. After playing him myself and playing against him too, like, he's very good.
You're right. He's A tier, and I'll let you finish, and I'll say why.
But the reason he's S tier or he's not S tier is he's gated by Venom and Psylocke.
That's what I was gonna. Psylocke, dude. Psylocke is so much like the. And we'll get to Psylocke. I'm actually kind of excited to talk about Psylocke because holy fuck, that team up hint is very fucking good.
Hela gates him too.
Yeah, and let's just go ahead and put Hela in S tier, dude. Like,
Iron Fist too. Iron Fist too.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about him. We'll talk about both of them. Hela, I just put her in S tier. I don't even think that there's a conversation to have.
Yeah,
about
I mean
this.
they buffed the best hero in the game. Move on.
Yeah, move on. Nothing else to say. Like the fact the stun comes back even faster is way more valuable than the bird being 3 seconds. Way.
And the right click does more damage.
Right click does more damage. They straight up crazy that they buffed her, but here we are. Actually, I'm kind of glad they did in some ways, and we'll talk about that too as we get to some of the other characters towards the bottom of this list. Ironfist, dude, I'll tell you what. I played him more today. 10-second kick. Same damage as Squishies, which is frustrating, but very good against tanks. He's at worst B tier, but I think he might be A tier.
He's definitely A tier.
I think he's A tier.
100%.
Like
100%. Like the Iron Fist players, like all the one tricks that are coming out, like Flame and Pizza and Trixel, and like every single time that I see them in a game, they're just taking over on this character, and that just tells me that he's just good.
He is good now. He's like it was bad. It was bad last season, but there's only one thing I don't like about him. It's hard to control him in ult now because he's fucking flying around everywhere. But dude, like there were a couple times today where I was playing him, and I like you know how like I've been playing this game long enough, you've been playing long enough to like know when you made the right play or did everything you could do on a character, and you're like, I just did everything I could do. Like there was a bunch of times last season where I do that on Iron Fist, but like I did everything I could do on the hero, but like I just don't have enough power. I just don't have the output to do it. Now there were a couple times today where I 1v5'd, and I was like, he's here.
No,
he's
Iron Fist, you can play him pretty much anywhere that you want to, but his niche and like where he's really, really good at is into low damage comps.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. So if you're playing into triple support or triple tank specifically, like those two situations, I think that's when he shines and becomes an S tier hero, because if the enemy team doesn't have the damage to force you out, and you can get like a full duration of your empowered punches, you just stay in. And you will just,
you'll farm and like you'll get back to your CDs immediately. And like when I have a Luna that's putting resources in me, my uptime is insane because my uptime is insane. So Iron Fist, like absolutely A tier. I'm loving it. No McDonald's. I'll take it. Right. I'll take the Iron Fist A tier. Now here's an interesting one. Iron Man. He's definitely a bit better. Like I've seen like more niche spots where he pops up, but he's definitely not a top tier DPS. Definitely not.
No.
I think like C or B tier to me. Where would you put him?
got told some horror stories about Ramazing on Iron Man and how he's getting some work done on this hero. But if he's just like the only one that I've heard about or seen doing anything, I think he's still probably D tier, maybe low C, but I'm curious to know what his opinion of the hero would be.
I kind of want to put him in B tier.
I just can't. I don't think Iron Man is better than Cloak and Dagger or Panther. Like he's just like
I think here's why I think he is. I think he is because I've seen him on a couple maps with Hulk comps. The problem is Hulk banned or not? If Hulk's not banned and you're playing a Hulk comp, he's B tier. If you're not playing a Hulk comp, he's C tier. I'll put him in C tier because you can't guarantee the team up. That's what we'll do.
yeah. I mean the problem too is like with how good Psylocke is and how good
true. I forgot
like
about Psylocke.
Psylocke
Yeah.
and Hela and Rocket Punisher
Yeah.
and Spiderman.
Yeah.
Like
You're right. Yeah,
I mean,
no,
and
you're
Human
right.
Torch.
Human
like,
Torch, yeah, because of all
yeah.
those, not even worth talking about. You're right, absolutely C tier,
Yeah.
not D tier,
just
but
can't
definitely
play.
C tier.
Yeah.
I think Jeff is fucking C tier this season. I think Jeff is
Yeah.
dog shit. I think he's terrible. Like
He's
Hawkeye's
the
better.
same spot.
Yeah, I'm not
He's in
even
the
gonna
same
rank him
spot
higher.
last tier list. He's horrible if it's just 2-2-2, but he's good if you have a Luna on your team and you're playing triple support. If you have Luna on your team and you're playing like Loki, Luna, Rocket or something like that, or sorry, if you're playing like, what would the comp be? I guess it would be Luna, Jeff, and whatever other support you want to probably Rocket, but maybe Loki.
Yeah,
Then he goes A tier, but outside of those situations, then yeah, he's horrible.
yeah, sure, agreed. All right, I still think Loki is very, very good.
Yeah,
Where
just
would you
put
him?
the next two in S tier.
Yeah, let's just save everybody
5
time.
seconds on lamp, like who cares,
Yeah,
bro?
it
Just-
doesn't matter.
You want to know a more detailed explanation of our thoughts on those characters? Go check the last video.
Yeah,
It's like nothing has changed.
it's like again, insta copy of support busted. Can insta use Luna Snow ult, insane. Like nothing else to really say. Insane utility. The nerfs to these characters were slaps on the wrist. They're still absolutely top
Yeah,
notch.
I think Loki specifically is the most Overwatch 2 support in this game. Well, if you're a DPS playing against Loki, you have no chance of ever killing him if he has a lamp up and there's no skill to require on his part. He just presses the E button and he's full HP.
Yeah, you
and
have
you're
to
done
cycle
for.
some CDs to even get the chance.
Yeah, especially like if he has clones up too. If you're a DPS, you can't
you
really
have
deal
to
with
break
his clones or break
You
them.
have to break them. You have
Yeah,
to
like as Ironfist, like you can't do anything into Loki. He just laughs at you and then lamps.
Yep. I mean, gotta mischief. Lore accurate, hononestly. Lore accurate.
Yeah, it's just Kiriko. She just laughs at you and throws a bell at her feet, and you have no chance.
Yep.
So
Okay. Now this is I think Magik definitely fell off a bit with what is better.
this character's horrible.
I think
this character
Magik is
D
like
tier.
is B tier or C tier.
I think she's D tier. I think she's D tier, bro. I think that character is horrible.
I think with Psylocke's replacement, did she lose a team? She lost Psylocke in her team up too, which could have helped her quite a bit actually this season. We can rank her down here again. I think like with Hawkeye and Hela, and Hela's buffs, like
I mean,
Bucky,
even Bucky, bro.
Bucky's still
Bucky
good.
just makes her unplayable.
Yeah, even with all
And
the
you got
buffs she
thing
got.
too, and
Yeah.
just
You can't.
every hero counters this hero. You
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Yeah, she's not. With what targets are on the map now, as well as like a lot of the other things that are excelling. Like she
Torch.
fell off. Yeah,
Yeah,
Torch. The
like-
the flyers are very good too.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's very, very bad. Tickle monster tier with Black Panther. Okay, Magneto, dude. I mean, LeBron.
Yep.
LeBron. Current LeBron. Like, dude, like
Yep,
his
nothing's
old the
changed.
TikToks are all there of LeBron dunking, and it's Magneto. Like they're all funny. Tell everybody why Mag is so good.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really changed about him. They nerfed his ult charge, which was like fine. Like that's a good nerf, but it's not enough. It's not nearly enough, especially with the new Emma team up. So for those who don't know, if you have Emma Mag and you are the Mag, if you use the team up, you can double shield. And if you use the team up and you bubble somebody, you also bubble yourself.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, he might as well have just gotten buffed. Like, he's just unreal character. He can deal with Rocket Punisher. He can deal with high damage comps. He's the only answer in the game to Groot Torch as well, because he can eat the Torch's tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he shuts down DPS, and that's really, really important because of how good DPS are in this game. So
Yeah, and DPS.
I think he's
especially
only
are
second to
getting
Groot.
better. Yeah, absolutely S tier, absolute beast. I just ordered my hibachi too. Perfect timing, right? Like you
Fire.
cover for me. I appreciate it. I got steak and scallop. I want the extra protein. Mantis, I think, has had a pretty bad fall off as time's gone on. I think she's B tier. Like I don't think she's bad, but she's situational. I think she's bottoms of the supports. Am I crazy? Or
Yeah.
especially
Yeah, I
with the
think she's
health
good.
nerf to her too. Where like, well,
Yeah.
they let her, they changed the healing mechanic, but like her output is already so much harder to get out of post season 0 compared to like Luna and Loki and all that shit that I can't rank her higher than that. With an Atom comp, I think she's A or S tier. Atom triple support, she's S tier, but if you aren't running Atom triple support, I don't think she's a great support to play right now.
Definitely not. No, I think B is fine. I think the health nerfs were more impactful than like the
No,
stacking mechanic that they added.
absolutely, 100%.
And like
Honestly, they
most
gave her the
players,
treatment they should have given Hela, and they gave Hela the treatment they should have given Mantis.
yeah, most players aren't going to be able to even put like a fraction of the potential output that this character can do because
Yeah,
like
the headshots.
I mean, she just has so much potential. If you're hitting headshots and you're constantly like refreshing your heals and your damage boost, like she can really do a lot. But she's just so hard to play when you could just pick Luna or Loki and just shoot the ground or your teammates.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this will be a fun one. Moon Knight. Okay, I think he's better.
He's better, yeah.
I don't think he's top tier, but he's definitely better.
Nowhere close.
Like C tier, B tier. Where would you put him? Groot's good. He plays well with Groot, but
I think
the grapple changes were nice.
low B. Like,
Low B.
so close to
And
C.
if Groot dropped, I would put him like in C for sure. I remember people talked about how he was like the best DPS in the game. I'm like, he's fun and his mechanics are cool, but he's definitely not
Who
the
said
fucking best
that?
DPS in the game.
Well,
Everybody, dude, when I played a bunch of Moon Knight Season 0, and everybody was saying he was broken and stuff, and I was like, guys,
Oh,
like he loses
no.
everything. He loses every duel. He's just good when you guys clump up and run down. It's like being like Genji's OP because of deflect. It's like, well, you're fucking shooting it constantly, and you're
Yeah,
walking in clumps.
the problem with Moon Knight is like, in order to get the bonus health, you have to hit the right click. But sometimes like the right click isn't gonna bounce if they're not grouped. And if you're playing against characters that give you a hard time, it's hard to like
Psylocke.
if you're playing against a Psylocke or a
Ooh,
Spiderman, like you're just not gonna be able to play the game. You're not gonna have fun. Venom eats you alive,
I
bro.
think I gotta put him in C tier. Thinking about it, honestly.
Yeah, like there's just too many things in this game. It's like Iron Man. Like you
Yeah.
could be good if everything that was good against you was banned or not played. But
and your team filled around you, but you're not going to get that consistently. And what is key? Consistency, people. Consistency. So
yeah,
we'll drop him down to C tier. Okay, interesting one here too. How was Namor affected by losing that Luna team up and having it swap? I think he's a little bit worse.
he's worse. He's definitely worse. The Gamma Squid is worse than the Blue Squid.
Well, but he's still A tier, I think. He's very good into Psylocke. You think he's S tier still?
Yeah, yeah, still. 100%. I think he's number 3 in the DPS.
And I agree,
4.
mainly because of Psylocke. Mainly because of Psylocke. Like Psylocke, and we're going to get to her after Peni Parker, but we'll shelf Namor for now, and we'll bring Namor back into the discussion when we get to Psylocke here. Penny had some big changes. I've seen the Penny LTPs are getting it scares me, right? Because you know how you see the one tricks getting cheekier and cheekier with their bullshit mechanics that they use to play these niche heroes, and it's like fucking hell, like that's really annoying. And they slowly buff the character, and then all of a sudden it's like they'll never lose in ranked. I still don't think Penny's crazy, but I think she's definitely a bit better. Like mid as fuck, in my opinion. Mid as fuck. Where do you have her?
Yeah, her problem is like, look at the characters in D tier, like Magik and Panther, which are some of her best matchups.
Yeah.
Like if Magik Panther were better, then she would be better. Like if Spider-Man was better, she would be better. Her place in this game is always contingent on how good the melee dive heroes are, or just melee heroes in general. And because melee heroes aren't great in comparison to characters with guns, she's not good either. Like she's good in Ironfist. I guess that's a good matchup, but that character isn't even that common either.
Yeah, so
but she's just so hard countered by like everything that has range damage. So,
yeah, and she's so difficult to play. Uphill battle playing her. C tier probably or B.
Yeah, I think all the buffs did was make it to where her losing matchups didn't hurt as bad, but they're still bad.
Yeah.
And like you're just wasting your time on this character when you could be playing something else.
Yeah, okay. Agreed. Oh, I got a freaking raid notification. Okay. Let's see. Now Psylocke, I mean easy S tier, bro. Fucking nasty. That team up, disgusting. And the ult build's so am I crazy, or is that ult just getting chunked out like out of nowhere? The build rate seems insane.
Yeah. So Psylocke, I said this last patch too, that this character would be broken. I was absolutely right. She and Starlord kind of fight for the same spot on a team, and Starlord got nerfed, Adam got nerfed. So naturally, like, Psylocke is going to take favor. Also, Hela being buffed to the degree that she is, Human Torch, Hawkeye, like all the meta DPS, she has very, very good matchups into.
Yeah.
That's why she's so good. Like, she could not change, and she could fall out of S tier to A tier. She'll never, ever be below A tier with her current state.
Yeah.
But if they were to like rebuff Bucky to the state that he was at, if they were to buff like Scarlet to a ridiculous degree, or like Punisher if they gave him like 300 health or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
then she would have a hard time. But I think in her current state with how the game is right now, she's just so good in
And
the meta
especially,
heroes.
and this brought Namor back up because Namor is the best Psylocke checker in my opinion, because you just right click her with 2 turrets up or 1 turret up, and then she's getting forced way more. Again, it's consistent. Like
Yeah,
there's
I
no
think it's
margin for error.
Namor is definitely a viable option into her. I think his problem though, like it's a skill matchup between the two because Psylocke can very, very easily
She can win
burst
it.
you and like yeah, she can definitely force your bubble and then kill you right after, or she can just kill you before you like expect it to happen with the new team up. Like
Yeah, the new team up
sometimes
is
Namor players will
nasty.
just yeah, like sometimes Namor players try to like read the bubble as long as possible, and sometimes she'll just kill you outright. So
And
and
that's
the
more
Gamma
high
Squid,
end stuff
the
too,
damage
though.
ramps too. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
damage ramps of the Gamma Squid, unlike the blue Squid before, and that's problematic for Namor because Psylocke is like a very in and out character. You'll
Oh, I
never get
didn't
the
know that it
maximum
ramps
damage of
over
the Gamma
time. I haven't
Squid.
had a Hulk on my
Yeah,
team when I used it. Okay. So
yeah,
yeah, and the free squid slowed her too, making it easier to hit her. Okay, so that's
exactly.
better for her this time too. Interesting.
Yeah,
So for all you Psylocke players and low SR players, I still would recommend Namor for you guys against her, because if you struggle to hit skill shots, right? But I mean, both of them very, very good. But Psylocke is nasty this season. It's
yeah.
so
Oh,
noticeable.
one more thing too.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of niche, but it'll come up. The Gamma Squid's health is lower than the blue squid,
Oh,
and I haven't tested it. But I think, like in the past, the blue squid ate 2 slashes of your ult, and I think the gamma squid only takes
it's
1,
one. Yeah, it
which is
does.
relevant
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's a break point. So
Okay. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Psylocke,
yeah,
Psylocke mains are eating good.
Psylocke's nasty. Yeah,
Punisher. I think I think with the DPS that are like, he's got a bad matchup into a lot of these DPS that are like A tier and
yeah.
like fucking S tier. I think he's good though. Like he's a solid
Without,
pick.
I think without Rocket, with the meta DPS in the game, I think he would be like low C tier, maybe even D tier. Like he's horrible. But if
Mm.
you throw a Rocket and you throw a Groot with him, and you give him like a Sue shield or like a
Yeah.
pocket, this character can take over. He actually is like the most volatile hero in the game, where he comes like really good or horrible. So I think that's like definition B tier.
It's textbook B tier. Textbook B
Yeah,
tier. He could go up and he can go down, man. Like, he's like the fucking tariffs in the stock market, dude. That shit is going to be slinging around like a roller coaster, fucking Six Flags in the summer. It's
yeah,
insane.
yeah, literally.
It's
Yeah. I
insane.
mean, he's just if he wasn't so hard countered by Psylocke and Hawkeye, like even Hela, like anything that outranges him or one shots him, he'd definitely be S tier with how
Yeah.
good Rocket is. But
Yeah.
B's good for him for now.
Okay. Speaking of Rocket, this is going to be a fun one. I just quick note. I hated the ult change at first, but after playing against it, I'm more okay with it because it breaks consistently. Like people actually shoot
Oh
the
yeah,
damn thing now. I had to convince
yeah.
people to shoot it before. I kind of like the changes. Like I thought I hated them at first. The burst healing I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of, but where I've heard he's really good. Where would you put him?
He's the best support in the game.
Jesus.
100%.
He's
100%.
got
It's
no
not even close
downside
either.
now. The
No
res,
downside.
good team up, survivability. Now,
Yeah.
I will say his dashes getting nerfed have made him
Thank
way
God.
more killer.
Oh
Thank
my God,
God.
you can actually
Yeah.
kill him. Yeah,
Like you can actually kill him
Rocket
now,
now.
which is why I'm okay with these changes before, because when I tell you I could be the best Iron Fist player in the fucking world against a plat Rocket and I couldn't kill him. He could
Yeah.
misuse his cooldowns. It wouldn't matter. I couldn't fucking kill him. Now I can. His main downside got covered. His damage amp still lets you kill through some support alts. Burst stealing for the team is crazy. I think I was
Yeah,
wrong and I jumped the gun. I was too scared and had too much PTSD from all those years of Overwatch, as well as the fucking Cloak and Dagger changes, which really ruined. Like, just if I'm being honest, like the Cloak and Dagger changes ruined the start of season 1 last season. But at least you can break
Yeah.
the Rocket ult. And dude,
Yeah.
have you played Iron Fist against the Rocket ult, dude? I delete
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit. I
Yep,
delete
yep.
it. It's so nice. Rip it in half.
Yeah, it's the thing with Rocket right now is like his amplifier is really, really good, and people are starting to shoot it now, and it's forcing Rocket players to actually think about playing the game, which is great. And like how they want to use their beacons, and it's often the case where if you go second with your Rocket ult, you'll win because your team will already put damage on their Rocket ult, and you can use your damage boost to just delete it.
Mhm.
And then you can use the overshields that you generate to like push your advantage to make it harder for them to break yours. So
Mhm.
um Rocket being meta is definitely like changing the meta for other characters, making them better. Like Torch is really, really good into
Yep.
Rocket because you can
Yep.
break his beacon with your ult so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Fist being better because Rocket is so much better,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like one of the few heroes in the game that has like a very, very easy and consistent way of not only killing him but also breaking his beacon because Iron Fist like tracks him, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to worry about aiming anything,
And they
so it's very
lost a
consistent.
defensive that outright stops your ult as
Yeah,
Iron
and
Fist.
focusing Rocket is super important too because of the res beacon. The res
Mm-hmm.
beacon is such an important thing that you have to find a way to deal with if you don't have your own.
I
Like
think
if
it
you're
should get
playing a
removed.
melee
I
hero,
fucking
you
hate it.
just like you have to kill Rocket or focus Rocket first or find his beacon, but you
Mm-hmm.
cannot do anything else.
Mm-hmm. Agreed, 100%. I think like I think he's still fucking insane, and I actually enjoy
Also,
playing into him more too now, which is
yeah,
crazy.
Loki Rocket is back. It's
Oh
fucking back
Jesus
from the
Christ!
alpha.
Oh
It's
Christ!
so good because
Oh
the Loki
Christ!
copies the rocket, throws the ult, which gives all of your team the shields and the damage boost, and then he throws a res beacon too. So if anybody
Oh
dies in that 15
Jesus!
seconds, they're just back. Like it's
Oh Jesus Christ! I don't even want to think about that. Moving on, moving on. I don't even
yeah.
want to fucking think about it. All right, here's a fun one. Scarlet Witch. Okay, how much did her changes, especially that team up with? Unfortunately, Strange is worse. If that team up was with Mag or something, like I
Yeah.
think she's better. I don't think she's game changing though.
I think she's D tier.
Still tickle monster tier.
I think that character is horrible.
I haven't seen any Witch get value. I saw one guy get value, and their
Maybe
team was terrible.
maybe you could
And rank,
argue
yeah, I'll
like
tell you
low
what.
C.
I'm gonna put her in C for most players. I think average
Yeah.
rank players are, especially with the Strange, are gonna get. And I have seen like in the metal rank. So to be clear, I think she's C D tier when you get up top. But if you're an average rank player in the metal ranks playing with a Strange, I'll say she's B tier. That like I've seen like a lot of clips of witches getting a lot more value now. So
Yeah,
again,
with
we're,
the team up. The
we're
team
gonna
up is
put her
good.
here just because she scales poorly. But if you're not at a point where you have to worry about scaling, she's actually much better in my opinion. I think she's
Yeah,
much
another
better.
thing that's a problem with Scarlet too is like most of the people who are playing Scarlet or who have been playing Scarlet can't aim. I'm sorry, you just can't. And the hitbox on the left click is so forgiving. And these Scarlet players that are trying to use the team up, they're just not hitting anything. Like I played Torch. I played like so much Torch over these past couple days, and every single time I've played against a Scarlet that tries to like dogfight me in the air, they'll pop their team up and just miss everything. It's so funny.
Well, you got that
Like,
wonky hitbox too on Torch. It's pretty funny.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Okay. That's a solid
yeah,
rating. We got it figured out.
yeah.
All
I
right.
think C is fine.
Now this is your guy right here. Where are you putting Spidey this season?
So I haven't gotten to play him a lot because I've been practicing a lot of other heroes because of like the shift in the meta.
Most banned character
But
in the game.
playing against him, yeah, I mean he's really really annoying to play against. I think he has to be B tier, like minimum B tier.
I would say B tier as well. I think
Yeah,
he's
I think
picked
he's
a lot.
niche. He's really popular naturally just because Spider-Man is a popular hero.
Mhm.
But I do think he's is really really good into a lot of the meta heroes, which is like really relevant for him. Like if it's an ideal condition for Spider-Man, I think that you could move him to A tier for sure, assuming that you could pilot him as well. But he's got a good matchup into Hela. He's got an even matchup with Psylocke, even matchup with Iron Fist, even with Hawkeye.
He's worse with Namor Gamma Squid though, no? Because it tracks him better. Am I crazy? Or I saw somebody say that. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, he's better into Namor. Like the
Okay.
Gamma Squid,
The
you're so
damage isn't
fast
there?
on Spider-Man, the damage isn't there, and you're not
Yeah.
slowed either, so you can just swing out before the damage comes. You just have to be conscious of where it is.
Got it.
Also, the health is lower, so it takes you less right clicks to
Yeah,
break it. if you wanted to.
true. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
And I
so
like that. It
Namor
was
is
too easy. It was too easy in my opinion.
Namor isn't as good in the Spider-Man before.
Mhm.
Also, Bucky being worse is better for him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Squirrel Girl, dude. I like her, honestly.
She's B.
She's solid. She's a solid character to play. Very good into Groot. The team up with Spidey is nuts, dude. I bullied some kid with that today.
Good.
They banned my Iron Fist after 2 games in a row of dominating them on Rocket, and I was like, all right, you're fucked up. Webbed him and spawned 4 times, and my Spidey killed him. If you hit the web with the Spidey team up, guaranteed kill. Guaranteed. I actually think it's the strongest team up in the game. Like this, well, not stronger than the Atom Res. The problem is like obviously like the comp is not good. Like Spider-Man Squirrel Girl, you're too weak.
Let me tell you something. I played Squirrel Girl last night on Central Park and just went 29-1. because the conditions for it were perfect. I had a Spider-Man one trick on my team.
Yeah.
He was just not gonna swap. I was playing into a Peni Venom Spider-Man.
Oh,
Like the best conditions. Like,
cake.
and I just took over the lobby. It wasn't even close. My rocket would bongo and I would ult and I'd kill 4.
Yeah.
And it's just like
The conditions
rocket
were
damage
met.
boost on your ult is unreal. I had the team up. Every single time their Spider-Man would come in or their Psylocke or something like that, they would just get team
Insta-killed.
up snared and just insta-killed, and it's just fire. So like she's just like Punisher and Spider-Man and like all the other characters in B tier. Like she's very, very niche, but in the situation she's good. She's very,
She's
very
fucking
good.
S tier in the situation.
Yeah.
She's good. Nasty character,
Yeah.
and I love it too. Okay, another interesting one. I think definitely fell off for sure. Starlord a
100%,
bit.
yeah.
Hawkeye's better. Hela's better. Ironfist is better. Psylocke's a lot better.
Psylocke is good
You
into
know.
him, yeah.
So I mean, I still think
A.
he's great.
It's A.
I think he's good. He's good. I think he's a little bit better than like the Punishers out there. Maybe low A, high B. Where would you put him? His ult is still crazy.
I'd say low A. Low A for sure. He's still got his strengths. He's still
Yeah.
Starlord. He's just not like
Hello.
if you have Adam and Mag on your team and you are playing the res comp still, he's definitely still S tier, especially like in pro play. For those who don't know, they upped the bans. There are 3 bans and 2
Okay.
protect per team now. So there is a total of 6 bans in any given game in pro play. So like there's a lot of room for Starlord's issues to be banned out. But in ranked, I think oh man, in ranked he's actually got to be B tier. It's going to be so rare where you're going to get the resources to
to play on, like,
be
consistently.
successful.
Yeah.
And with how common the other like his counters are, and if you're not just like a demon on Starlord as well, just kick flipping every important cooldown or shot,
Yeah.
you're just gonna have a hard time. So
Yeah. I still think
probably
he's like,
probably B tier.
I think I still want to keep him an A just because I think his ult, and you gotta remember his ult is so free in the low ranks. It's so free. It's so
It is,
free.
but they added Emma, and Emma just destroys his
that's,
ult.
That's true. That's true.
Like Emma and Mag both just
and,
completely
and,
remove
and
his ult
everybody's
from the
perma
game.
picking Emma for the skins, dude.
Exactly. Like
we'll
and
drop
he
him down. We'll drop him down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think Storm's actually a little bit better because we'll get to
Yeah.
Johnny. We'll get to Johnny. Fucking
She's
hell.
better because of Johnny.
She's better
Yeah.
because of Johnny.
Yeah.
Maybe like B, like low B, like average. Like I think she's really average.
Her, let's see. I think low B is fine. I know some people like to play Storm into triple tank, which is good,
Yeah.
and obviously you pick it with Johnny in like group mirrors or also into triple tank, and it's very good. So I think that's a really high C tier, low B tier for
Sure,
sure. She'd
sure.
be like B minus.
We'll keep her there. And now,
Yeah.
I still think Thor is just fucking tickle monster.
They nerfed him. They buffed Hela and nerfed Thor, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
just
I think he's
sad.
just
It's
absolute
so
doo doo.
sad.
It's like I still think Thor should get a rework. Like I don't like all this shit being tied to Thor Force. Like just make make Thor Force be some kind of passive and put everything on cooldown. Like I see why they want to make him different, but I think like you don't need to reinvent the wheel on this. You know, like he's still fucking Thor.
Yeah, I think he is the worst hero in the game now. 100%. He was already horrible. and they nerfed him.
yeah.
They gave him 50 movement speed in place of like 50 health, I think.
Yeah, but he's
He's
still
at
walking
650
around with his
now,
fucking
those
pants
600.
down, getting drilled by everything in the game. It's just
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
It's just funny, man. It's just funny. Okay. All right. Leave Thor and donkey shit. Unfortunate. All right. Venom, dude. I'm not really sure. Like, I've seen quite a bit of Venom. He seems pretty tanky. I don't think he's God tier, but I think he's
really
good. I think he's good.
He
Solid.
might be S tier.
He might be S tier.
honestly.
What would make him S tier? The ability to flank rocket beacon could be really good.
No, you don't do that as the tank. You just like you tell one of your DPS to do that. But like what you do is you chase like if you don't have a DPS that can break the beacon, and you can't spend your time doing it as Venom either because you don't have the mobility or the uptime.
And
Like
you
you
just
need
get
to be on the
fucking
team
shot
as
by
a tank.
everything in the game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just shoot the rocket on cooldown. That's all you do as Venom is you just dive rocket.
That's true.
I think Venom was A tier last patch, but he's S tier this patch because of like the meta shift. Like
look
at the
how
things
good he
that
is
are
in
an
the
A
rocket. And his ult.
and an S. Like
His
Rocket
ult
being
one shots with
better?
rocket ult, right? If
Yes,
it's rocket
yes.
mirrors, his ult
Rocket-
one shots now. Yes.
yes, Rocket being better means that Venom gets better because he's good into
Rock-
Rocket
and he's better
with
with
Rocket.
him. Yep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
He's also good into Namor. He's good into Hela. He's good into Hawkeye. He's good into Adam.
True. And the
Good in the
Psylocke
Punisher.
Psylocke
in the
doesn't do
Moon
enough
Knight.
damage to just shit on him. And he's in the Hawk. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
I
right.
just think I think he's us. I just
I
think
want
he's
I
really
want to
good.
see the combos too. I'm looking forward to some Venom one-shot combos with the rocket beacon too. That could be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And then he also enables Spider-Man, who also has really good matchups into the meta heroes
And
too.
question as well, if Rocket's ult is used defensively and it gives his team more shields, Venom gets more shields based on the damage he does, right? Does that shield count to the amount of shields that Venom gets too?
Yes, it does.
Cake, S tier for sure, cake.
Yeah.
Okay, I still think Bucky's A tier, but I'm curious what you would say. I think the nerfs mattered.
He's still A.
I think he's still A.
for sure.
I think he's
Yeah.
again. He can stop
His team
so
up-
much shit in the game.
His team up with Cap is decent because of the amount of shields it gives you. It's like a lot of good survivability. I don't know if you'll ever play Cap and Bucky together.
Peel. I did today actually. It's
Yeah.
insta peel to your team. I cleared so many Psylocks. Like if I saw them being dove, I turn around and use it just to cover the ground and start and force the Psy out quickly.
Yeah. The hook nerf did hurt, but it's still hook. It's still really good. His ult nerf did hurt too. Like there's a break point where you could ult somebody and then use his like uppercut thing and that would like kill them. It would one shot them. But that break point's gone. So that hurts too. But he's still A. Like if you're playing into Groot mirrors too, Bucky's still really, really, really good.
Okay.
With and against Groot. And because Groot's the best tank, naturally Bucky's gonna follow.
Yep. And so following Bucky, it's speaking of Groot being good, let's talk about one of the DPS that's very good into Groot as well. Probably the best pick into Groot, Wolvie. Good old Logang. A tier. I think he's slow. I heard people say he's slowed down a bit, but I actually had somebody be like, somebody told me today, get off Ironfist and go Wolverine. I was like, fuck no, dude. What are you talking about? I'm fucking smacking. Then I 1v5'd on point against Triple Flyer. Who Ironfist is actually not that bad into the Flyers. It's kind of funny.
He's good into Flyers. He's very good into Flyers.
I love that personally. I think it makes things interesting. But yeah, Wolvie, I think it's still very solid. I don't think there's much to say on Wolvie. You know,
well, there is like the change to the rage was a big deal because they made it to where when you were slashing people, you build less rage, and that's relevant because when you grab someone in the past, you could build the rage enough to where when they got bubbled, you could break the bubble and still have like a second left before your empowered mode ran out. And so you lost like 100, maybe 200 damage because now whenever you grab someone and they're bubbled, you can't break the bubble. And the bubble eats your entire grab. And because they have the same cooldown of 12 seconds, Mag will always bubble your grab.
And I just made Mag even better.
It made Mag better. It made Wolverine worse. And also, Emma being added to the game made Wolf worse because she just grabs you and kicks you into her team and you die. She can also be completely unmoved. Like Thing, when he's grabbed, there's like a micro stun to him, and then Wolf can just slash at him constantly and does like do a bunch of damage to him. You're not gonna move him, but you're gonna do a lot of damage. That doesn't happen with Emma. You just fly right past her. You can't even interact with her, and she could just grab you. So Emma counters Wolf. Thing gives Wolf. I think Thing is the worst matchup for Wolf in the game. Not just because he can't be moved, but whenever he charges and he knocks you in the air, like he just runs around in a circle, it's so boring. You
and
can't
Iron Fist
play.
is so much better into that. Iron Fist is so much better into both of
you
those
literally
matchups.
can't play. And then he slams and you can't dash and you can't do anything and you're just 50 feet in the air and it's just AIDS. Like
yeah, makes sense.
And then that on top of the mag bubble, like the problem with Wolf is they just made his counter, like his losing matchups worse, and they added another losing matchup into the game. So if Emma's gone and Mag is gone and Thing is gone, Wolf is really good. He goes up to S tier.
But too many of those are played consistently. You can't get rid of them all.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, another fun one here. Mr. F. I have no fucking idea where to put. I saw him do way more damage. He was doing way more damage in the games I saw him.
This guy is either hard selling the game or doing everything. It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't
know.
Just beat another B tier. What was another example of like extremes? Cap? Like is he kind of like another Cap where it's like we don't fucking know where to put him?
No, I think he's C. I still like after all the Mr. Fs I've seen do well, I still don't think he's that good.
Like I'll put him in C just because I don't fucking care about this character at all. Like I don't know.
He just falls over to Hawkeye, bro.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And new Iron Fist too is so good into him. New Iron Fist is so
Psylocke
fucking good.
shreds him too.
Yeah, we'll put him in C.
Even Starlord, Torch, like can't interact with
shit
Torch
to
at all.
Torch.
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with good old Susan. All right. Where were we putting Susan? It's still S tier. Yeah, I think she's insane. Jessica Alba changed my life, you know. So I think I'm just gonna
minus 50.
I'd put her there for Jessica Alba alone, you know. So name, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Holy shit. All right. The Thing. I think he's solid too. I think he's so good. I think
He's
he's
rock
nasty.
solid.
Dude, we're getting old, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's A.
A
He's
tier. Solid
Yeah.
pick. Not much to say about him. I mean, he's right about where he was, but the real kicker, the real change. I'm sorry for not talking about the thing too much. He's literally pretty much the exact same as he was last season. Like he's still very strong.
His nerf didn't matter.
Great. Is he nerfed in the meta? Is that what he said?
No, he got nerfed. Like his dash, it gave you 35% DR, and now it gives you 30.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Not
he's
not
a little.
real. Yeah.
He's a little worse because
Flyers like Johnny Storm.
Hawkeye
too?
just destroys him.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny destroys him. Rocket Punisher destroy him.
Mm-hmm.
So like high damage comps give him a hard time, but it's not enough to push him out of A tier.
Yeah, and he's still so good in ranked for all the metal ranked players out there. He's still going to be nasty in your
Yeah.
games. You know who else is going to be nasty in your fucking games? Biggest jump on the tier list in the history of Marvel Rivals. Johnny
Yep.
fucking Storm. S tier, bro. It
S
blew
tier.
my
Top.
fucking mind. So here's what they
Yep.
did to him, guys. And I wish they did this in my goddamn unranked GM, but god damn it. There was a big delay in between his left click primary fire and his right click fireballs, right? So if you tried to cycle between them, the delay was so long you couldn't combo anybody. They basically removed, if I'm not mistaken, they did remove it altogether. So you can just go left click, right click, left click, and just go boom, 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 and burst somebody instantly. I honestly kind of miss the old slam. They gave him shields when he slams, which is really good when he actually uses it. And I guess because they made up I wish they had done like more versatility on the slam, like a lower cooldown, maybe more like you could use it up in the air. But dude, holy fuck, this guy smacks now. Absolutely smacks. His damage output is unbelievable. He's got insane mobility in the air. He's hard to hit, and his ult. What's the big combo with his ult you were talking about?
Okay, so I just want to add to that quickly as well, is that Torch's dash as well, like his slam, gives you a shield now, which is so massive for the survivability of the character. Everything that can kill Torch, he can now survive because you can slam for the HP. Like Spiderman, I know you were complaining about Spiderman whenever you're doing your unranked GM. Torch can now just slam and survive the cooldown, and there's like a 5 or 6 second window where you're vulnerable after that because of his reset is shorter than yours. But that's completely playable, and if you just have the discipline to like chill and wait for the Spider-Man to see what he does before you peek out again.
And you have a combo now. You can combo kill him with left click, right click, left click. So 100%.
Yeah. Also, his team up as well with Sue is really good. It lets you survive.
It's so nice. It's
everything
so
that would counter Torch if you play with Sue is just completely removed unless they're like doubled up. Like if you're playing against Spider-Man and Hela, don't play Torch. But if it's only one of them, you can deal with it with the team up especially. But yeah, so right now, if you play Groot and Torch and you just grab Torch every single fight or as consistently as possible, you will win the game. And the only counter is Mag. So you go into ranked, duo 2 Torch grab, ban Hela, ban Mag. You'll win every game.
Yeah, 100%. Nasty. Insane character. Yeah. He'll get nerfed. I think he will get nerfed. He will get changed by the midseason for sure. Okay, Ultron's on here. We're not going to talk about Ultron yet. But Emma freaking Frost. You know, from my games that I've seen her, she's actually been like she's not a throw pick. I think she's pretty good. I actually think she's hard counters some of the best characters in the game. I don't think she's S tier, but I do think she's A. Where would you put her?
Yeah, A tier.
A tier.
I think she's above Thing.
Above Thing.
Below Groot Mag.
Okay. It's solid. Good character, honestly. Like, dude, her combo is so satisfying, too. Just fucking grab somebody and body them immediately. Holy fucking shit. Insane.
Her grab's really good in the melee heroes, especially in metal ranks. Her ult is insane. Her crystal is really good. She just doesn't have, like, the ability to deal with ranged damage in the same way that Groot and Mag do.
Yeah.
She's not as tanky as Groot, and she can't mitigate like Mag, so...
Yeah, but... she's still very, very solid. Very, very cool. A surprising addition to the game. All the Marvel characters you think they put in, Emma Frost, a lot of people hadn't heard her. But again, just like Susan Storm, top search results, man. They're popping with these characters.
Where's Blade, guys? Where's Blade?
Where's Blade? He's sleeping in he's fucking sleeping
he's
in
Wakanda.
He's sleeping in Wakanda, dude. Go wake his ass up. Let's go.
Yeah.
But no, dude, honestly, I've been pretty pleased with the season so far. I was nervous about the patch. It's played better than I thought, at least in ranked. I think the issues with the rank come more from like the system itself, and it's never going to be perfect. So, but I've actually been having a lot of fun this season. And where can people find you guys and support your team?
Yeah, so you can find my stream at LightPK on Twitch. I stream as often as I can. You can follow FlyQuest Rivals on Twitter, LightPK on Twitter as well. I think the next tournament for MRC is coming up. I want to say like April, I think, or not April. I think it's like May, June is when like the Swiss bracket ends and stuff like that. And as far as like any other official tournament announcements, I'm not too sure, but they shouldn't be too much further away. So I just stay tuned for that.
Okay, perfect, dude. Well, thank
Make
you
sure
for
before
coming
we
on.
sign it off.
Yeah.
Before we sign it off, we got to order the tier list, bro.
We do have to fucking order the tier
We
list.
have to order the tier list.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god. Okay, tanks and S tier, Groot or Mag.
Group first, Mag second.
Okay, so, DPS, Hela.
Hela, Torch. No.
He's insane. His damage is fucking ridiculous. And people are all gonna get
Psylocke
better.
third. Psylocke
Okay.
third.
Oh, Psylocke third.
You could argue between Psylocke 2 and Torch 2. I don't really think.
Then Namor.
I think that's fine.
Oh, what about
Then
Venom?
Namor, yeah.
Venom third for sure.
Yeah, third tank.
Okay, then what about supports?
Rocket 1,
Loki 2.
Loki 2, Luna 3, Sue 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, A tier. Start with tanks. I think it's just Banner. Or no, Banner thing.
Just Banner.
Banner thing.
Oh, Emma's there too.
Emma's there. Pfft, we're done.
It goes Emma Thing Banner.
Emma thing Banner. Cool.
Yeah.
DPS. I think
Ooh.
Bucky's up here for sure. This is interesting.
I think it's.
They're all kind of niche.
Yeah, they're all really close.
Let's just
Iron Fist is the worst, I think.
Yeah, I think Iron Fist is the worst of the A tier DPS. Hawkeye's damage is crazy. It's too situational.
Bucky.
It's too situational.
Yeah.
I don't know what to
All
say.
4 of those are extremely close. I think between Hawkeye, Bucky, and Wolf, they're like all extremely close together and interchangeable. I think
Yeah.
Iron Fist is definitely the weakest of those.
I agree for sure. He's the easiest to swap against. And then there's just fucking Adam as support. Okay. B tier tanks. Probably Strange, right?
I don't know, bro.
These two, I don't fucking know about these two.
Let's go on a whim. New season, new tier list. Let's put Cap above Strange.
That's ballsy. But honestly, I've seen Cap stall forever. And like for lower ranked players, that can be fucking annoying as shit. DPS, I think Starlord's got to be the top. Starlord and Punisher got to be the top. Yeah, you're right. Punisher because of volatility. Then Starlord.
Yeah.
Then I think Widow's so niche. Like if you're a Widow one trick and you're a hit scan player, like you'll get a lot of value. But I think she's good.
Let's put her below Spiderman, I think.
Sure, and then Squirrel Girl is really niche. So is Storm. So Storm, if you have the Johnny, would be one of the top ones here.
Move Adam down to B. I think the reason Mantis is in B is the same reason as Adam too.
I think Adam's a bit better than Mantis though, so I'll rank him above her.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is a solid placement for now. Tanks in C tier. Peni is the only one. Then we get the DPS. I would say Iron Man's got to be the highest one there, probably. Then,
I think it's Moon Knight.
Where's Moon Knight? Oh, here he is. Here's Moon Knight. Yeah, we'll put Moon Knight first, Iron Man second, Witch third, Mr. F last, then Jeff above Cloak, I think, because he does
Jeff
have the
above
situations
Cloak.
where he can be good, and Cloak is like
because he has an ult.
Yeah, he has an ult. He does have an ult.
Put Mr. F at the top of C tier. Actually, he has to be better than the other 3.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Surely after all those buffs, right?
Surely, I've seen some kids go fucking crazy with him. And then honestly, these characters are so donkey shit. It doesn't even matter. They don't deserve to get. They don't even deserve it. They don't even deserve it. They do not even deserve. All right, guys. Well, that's our tier list for the start of season 2. We're gonna circle back at some point to see how it actually aged. There are a couple ones I'm pretty curious about, but I've been having a lot of fun this season. I'm actually enjoying the game, which is great. So shout out to the NetEase team. We appreciate you guys. Nerf Hela though, guys. Come on, like this is ridiculous.
Please come on, guys.
Come on, let's get
since the
Hela
alpha.
down. It's been since the alpha. It's been a year. No king or I guess no queen in this case reigns forever. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that sub button if you're new. Take care. Much love. Peace out.
See you guys.